Like my first day, I was in awe. I was shocked at the level of personal care and how personal the personal care
So,
was. For me, I did not need English proficiency test. That's one of the great sides to applying from within.
changing career comes with different benefits and challenges, especially when you are changing career as well as changing locations. In today's video, I've got a wonderful content creator with me who will be sharing with us some of our experiences with changing careers in the United Kingdom. Please welcome with me Tola Lucy. But before we do that, if you are new on the channel, hello, my name is Victoria, also known as datnaijagirl. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you stay. If you like this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below, share this video, and let me know if you've got more questions in the comment section. So without further ado, I welcome Tola into this conversation. Hello, Tola. You're welcome to my channel. Please introduce yourself to my viewers.
Hello, everybody. My name is Omotola Ulisi. I'm glad to be here. I'm a mom, Nigerian mom. I moved to the UK in December 2021 with my family, and I've been working as a healthcare assistant here in the UK. So I'm basically a dependent who came in to the UK working as a healthcare assistant.
So before we even dive deep into like the questions, how has life in the UK been?
It's been an experience. The weather is makes for an interesting conversation. The weather in the UK is very bipolar. It's very unpredictable. Sometimes
Tell
it
me
can
about
be,
it.
yeah, it can be very unpredictable. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. It really can be. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on to the channel today.
My pleasure.
And would you mind telling us what was your career before and how did you get to land yourself a healthcare assistant job in the United Kingdom?
All right. So before coming to the UK, I studied surveying, land surveying, and geoinformatics. I was a surveyor in training, and I also worked as a surveying assistant for a while. But then I got into the UK, and well, before I got into the UK, series of life challenges and series of events made me want to go into nursing. So it's something that I wanted to pursue for quite some time. The decision to go into healthcare assistant as opposed to going to nursing school was something I contemplated for a while because I had seen that there was career progression going into the UK and starting up as a healthcare assistant. So my goal is to become a midwife, but the decision to go into healthcare assistant is because of the career progression that I have seen, the possibility of the career progression that I've seen to become a midwife through this route. So yes, that is why I came in as a healthcare assistant.
Wow, awesome. So you're a midwife in the making.
In the making, yes.
How long have you been in the UK as a healthcare assistant?
So I came in December 2021, but I didn't start working until around mid-February. I actually started working, my first day was on Valentine's Day, February 14th. So that was the first day of,
Wow.
working.
So, what exactly do healthcare assistants do? Can you give us, explain to us what? Because it's one of the main questions. I mean, the major questions that I have had people asking. What exactly do healthcare assistants do?
So basically, healthcare assistant roles vary depending on where you work. For me, the general concept of healthcare assistant job roles is to give or to assist in living, is to give like assistance to live for people who are vulnerable, especially with adults or young children or nursing mothers, or it's just giving offering assisted living basically. So that is what healthcare assistants do. Your job ranges from offering personal care, manual handling, first aid. You do a little of everything depending on where you work. For example, I work in a care home, and I we have in the care home we have dementia residents, and we also have nursing residents. We also have
Mm.
react residents. So we do a little bit of everything. We give personal care here and there. We do moving and handling. We offer palliative care in some cases. So
Mm.
it's a little bit of everything really. So it's limited but all encompassing at the same time.
Thank you so much for that. I'm sure that this has answered a lot of questions in the mind of some of my viewers. Now, you came into the UK as a dependent, to your
Yes.
spouse. So I'm assuming that the requirements for becoming an healthcare assistant directly from another country will be different for
Yes.
somebody who is a dependent. I mean, someone who's already in the UK as a dependent of someone who is working and living legally in
Yes.
the United Kingdom. So can you elaborate, expatiate, explain to us what are those requirements? I mean, I know that I have some of my viewers who are also dependents and they might be thinking about this, what are the requirements to get a healthcare assistant job as a dependent in the United Kingdom?
The requirements to work as a healthcare assistant is a little less stringent, or let me say it's a lot more easier than someone who's applying from outside the country and looking for certificate of sponsorship. All right. So for me, I did not need English proficiency test. That's one of the great sides to applying from within the UK. I also did not
Mhm.
need to show proof of funds or things like that. So
Right.
all I needed to do was I did some care certificate courses that was approved by CPD. I also had my TB certificate that I used to come into the country. It wasn't required, but I submitted it as well. Um, I was also required to do a DBS check. DBS check
Right.
is basically what we call a police clearance certificate in Nigeria. So
Right.
it's basically a background check on your criminal record, and it has to come in clean. Either you're going into childcare or adult care, your DBS has to come clean. After that, I also needed to submit my passport to show that I have the right to work in the UK. Also, my visa, my BRP pin. Um, Quite a number of other things, but it's limited to those few things really. So I did not need to for someone who's coming in from their home country, for example, they would need to write English proficiency test. I did not need that.
Right.
Um, Someone else might also, as opposed to writing the IELTS, some people have to do NARIC. I did not need that either. So nothing with English proficiency test, which is like a lot of what people are scared of. Most people are scared
Yeah.
of writing IELTS.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people dread writing the IELTS, or
Mm.
that's why they tend to choose NARIC, which is a lot more expensive. But I feel like that actually lessens the burden.
Wow, I didn't know that you didn't have to do some of
No.
those things that you mentioned. Wow, that is good. Great. So you've been working in the UK as a healthcare assistant for about 4 months now.
Yeah.
And I know before you came into the UK, you are a surveyor, like you said, and you must have been working as a surveyor for years. And now, what do you think are some of the challenges that you faced, with this career change, and how did you like overcome them? I'm sure many people will be encouraged and will want to know how you did that.
Okay, let me go back, because I seem to have made an impression that I was working as a surveyor. I did some work, yes, as a surveyor, as a surveying assistant for some years. But prior to that, I was basically a housewife for a very long period of time, because we were starting up a family. So I was basically coming from no work at all into healthcare. So
Mm.
that's been my experience. So it's not been smooth, as it were. I had, prior to coming to the UK, had done a lot of research. I wanted to know where exactly I wanted to put my attention to. I didn't want to work with the NHS. I didn't want to work with agencies. I wanted to work in a care home. Reasons being that I wanted to be able to shadow somebody and understand what care is about, because I'm ultimately going to work with probably the NHS. I know that for a certainty, that I know I'm definitely going to want to work with the NHS at some point, but I wanted to ease into care. So that was why I chose the care home. So I had gone on YouTube, gone on Google, I had searched, what it is about to be a care assistant. I had watched videos on manual handling and, things like that. I had sort of a rough idea of what to expect, but nothing really prepared me for my own experience. Like my first day, I was in awe. I was shocked at the level of personal care and how personal the personal care was.
They can be really
So
personal.
yeah,
Yeah.
my first day was like, it wasn't easing into anything, because number one, I wasn't even allowed to touch the residents. I was just told to observe. But then seeing my colleagues or the person I was shadowing give personal care, I knew that at some point I'm going to have to start giving personal care and the shadowing will end. But then, nothing really prepared me for my own experience. So I would say that anyone who is planning to come, get as much experience as possible. I keep saying this on the Telegram group. If you do not have any experience working in a hospital or in any care setting, it's always good to find out what exactly it is that you are going into, because some people tend to be shocked after a while. Some people tend to withdraw because they feel like it's too much for them. They didn't know how much work or how much detail, or they didn't even understand the job description. So yes, my first day was kind of an eye-opener, but then I eased into it. Also, another thing is just understanding work ethics and how you are supposed to conduct yourself in that kind of environment, because being a healthcare assistant is emotionally, physically, psychologically draining. It's not something that you should just want to venture in as an escape route if you are looking to move out of your home country, or you just want to go into. It's something that you really have to want to do for you to last in that profession.
I thank you so much for that. I mean, that is something that I do encourage people to do also. Like, get the needed experience. Apart from the fact that when you are applying from outside the country, I know that they didn't really require you to have an experience because you're a dependent, and it's a career path that you want to like tread. But for someone coming from outside the country, they require experience, one. But for yourself, I mean, I tell people the healthcare assistance scheme in your country might not be the same with the one in the UK, but at least just get a glimpse of what it looks like so that you'll not be shook when you get here, and then you'll be like, some people will get here and instead of them enjoying the UK, they will actually be miserable because they are stuck. I mean, so you really said a lot. And do you have any final words for people who are looking to start a career in care, or change careers to care? I know you've said a lot already, but do you have any final thoughts to share with us?
Seek information. Always seek information. It's not just about applying for jobs. Know what you want to do and where you want to work. There are different aspects of care. There's care home, working with the care home. There's home care, also known as community care. I did a video with Von Vicky Talks, and we did kind of a comparison of, the care home setting and working in home care. It's different. You're not just throwing your CV out there and you're saying, anyone that comes, I shall take it. There are different aspects to care, so you know exactly what you're going into. I feel like the care home should be the starting point for almost everybody, because it's a way to ease into healthcare assistant jobs. It's not as easy as just putting out applications and saying, oh, I've done about 400, 500. Personally, myself coming into the UK here, I did about 150 applications, and that was me inside the UK here. So someone from outside the UK might do a lot more applications than that. But I'm just saying that, know exactly where you want to work, research the areas where you want to work, because there's a lot to go into the mental preparation of this job. With God on your side, with favor, with hard work, because it is hard work to keep applying. Really, I know it's not as easy as it once was because of some misbehavior and some, things that have happened in the past. But I know that, some people are still getting these jobs. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, all the best, guys. All the best.
Wow, that was so insightful. Thank you so much, Tola, for being on my channel. You're
Thank
really
you for having me.
appreciated. I mean, you really said a lot of things. I'm sure that a lot of people will go back, from after watching this video, they'll sit down and review their reasons for wanting to come into the UK as HCAs and know if this is really what they wanted or not. So thank you so much once again, guys. Tola has a YouTube channel. I'm going to be leaving it in the description box below. She's got a lot of videos. I mean, she's got the experience. So everything you need to know about healthcare assistant in the UK, this is your girl. Okay, go ahead, click the link in the
With
description
4 months
box below.
experience.
Check out our videos, and I'm sure you won't regret doing that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Like this video. Please share this video with somebody you know that is trying to get into the UK via the HCA route. Thank you so much, guys, and until next time when I see you in my next video, bye. Take care. Thank you so much, Tola.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me. Bye, guys.